Okay, so apparently I just need to start the game. And then everything it looks good, looks fine. Get my plane going, get them out of here. Start handling. Start handling. Start handling. What is this on? Oh, it's already on tier 10. Okay. I mean, that is the oldest plane in my fleet. Over here. Alright, that's... Nope, that's China. That's one. That's two. Where's the third? That's Tiwi. That's Newski. Are you over here by any chance? Let me see. Nope, there's one more to come in. I apologize if you guys are... These are random player planes, and I apologize if I didn't get them back to you in a timely manner, just because of the new update. It was kind of awkward for me to try to find them. But now that everything is up to date in 3.0.1, and basically now we don't have any of these random gate stuff popping up. It's beautiful. Makes the game a lot more streamlined. So that's the last player. So I got the event plane, and I have both all three of my player contracts in. So now I'm going to land all my planes. And then handle the regular airlines from that point. And I am on my main account just because of the way how BlueStacks and Streamlabs don't want to play along too well. I'm kind of doing a test stream off of my main. Just to let you all know. Where are my planes? Hello? Oh, shoot. All mine are waiting in stands. Oh, no. Okay. Hi, Maya. Hi. Alright. While I'm waiting on this plane to push back, I'm going to upgrade this stand to an F stand real quick. And I'm trying to figure out why I'm not hearing ATC. Hi, Maya. My cat is right here next to me. There we go. Alright, so now I got that stand. Let me go on ahead and... Nope. I want player plane. I want my player planes. Let me go on ahead and land my Sydney. Clear it to land. 30F. Oh. There's my A332 that just landed. I'm not worried about that. That's just Japanese Air Force. Why is it not? I don't know why it's not giving me audio. That's a little strange. I do have... Yeah, I'm gonna have to land some of these planes. Let's go on ahead and get them in. What is this thing? Oh, that's the Tiwi. Okay. Yep, get rid of them. Give me those. Give me those. Oh, there's another. Alright. And let me handle that guy. Let me push him back out of stand 11. Let me get him to line up and go. Because I want stand 11 to be clear at the moment. Woo! 30K to make that into an F stand. But we there. Clear to land my plane real quick. Eventually I might end up using the tower managers here in a second. Probably not delivery and ground, but approach and departures. Alright, so stand 16's already ready to go, so we'll just park one of my planes there. I'm gonna get him pushed back. Get him taken off. Little Japan Air Force. Alright, we're going to land my plane. Got a little... Surprised this ain't ready to go yet over here. Go ahead and handle my A330-200. By the way, this is a beautiful plane to fly in Flight Sim 2024. I just need it to be a whole lot more stable than what it currently is. Because every time when I'm on approach, I get a crash to desktop. So I went back to 2020. Get T-Way out of here. And then I'm going to get these guys right behind them real quick. Take them off. Grab my little Airbus in here real quick. And then I'm going to grab this guy real quick and line him up as soon as my plane lands. There we go. And Maya's got zoomies. Maya is my cat. And she just got zoomies for whatever reason. Is that right, Maya? Say, I got zoomies because I'm a cat. Alright, get them out of here. Where are they going? I swear, sometimes they take the silliest taxi routings. I would have just had them come down here, go here, and turn this way into it. Hey, what do I know? Alright, so let's see. Player plate? Nope. Okay, so let's land the CRJ. Starflyer Regional. What does that look like? I'll take that. It's not there yet. I guess they made the CRJ7s and 9s exit at this where they used to exit here. Interesting. Claim my rewards. Push it back. Let's see. Only in another B stander. Where's that one going? I forgot about this stand all the way up here. It's already maxed out, so I'm not worried about it. I have no problem playing this. It's just on my mobile phone that's a pain in the rear. And I need these silver dollars. Or what are they called? Silver planes. Not watching an ad. Get out of here. Go on ahead and just claim that for whatever reason. Could actually get one more contract capacity, but not worried about it. Whoa, what? Wait, what? Okay. That confused me there for a second. Like, wait, what's going on? Line this one up. One thing about Nagoya is that you always have to make sure that you get your departures out really, really quickly. Granted, yes, I have a lot of arrivals coming in, but that's perfectly fine. It's mainly your departures that you want to get out. So that way, then any stand that they're occupying, you can upgrade them if you need to, especially with this new system. We'll clear in a plane to land since we have nobody actively waiting. Where is that Skymark going? Alright, let's claim that reward real quick. And push him back. Where's my Skymark? There he is. Where's he going? Okay, so he's going right here to this stand. And I believe this is one of my stands, yeah, that I've already had fully upgraded, so that's perfectly fine. Basically, I need to upgrade this one, this one, this one, this back one here, this stand definitely, this stand definitely, this stand definitely, this stand definitely. 1, 2, and 3 all need to be upgraded. And I think that's about it for me. I mean, I could upgrade 106 right now for 12,000 wallers, but I'm not going to. Whoops. Alright, kitty. Yes, I know you're down there. My cat, every time when I try to talk to stream or do whatever, she just comes literally up in my lap because she thinks something is wrong. Granted, I love her to death and everything, but there are times where, you know, I want to focus in on gameplay and stuff and chit-chatting with everybody. So now I took care of all my player contracts. Get that one to go. Now we're going to line up Erichion real quick. And this one's calling for attention back here. Get them going. I'll take care of mine here in a second. There we go. So we're going to push back. As far as I know, that stand is fine. Yep. We are going to take care of the sky mark here real quick. And then once this plane takes off, I should be able to land a plane. Okay, I am actually going to probably land one of mine then. That's always one thing that you want to do, especially with Nagoya. You want to land your own planes and other player planes first, and then any event planes. Maya, what are you doing? Crazy cat. Hi. Alright, so if I look at this stand is good to go, so I'm not worried about it. I'm going to tell Eva Air to line up. I'm going to tell her to take off here in a second. I'll be honest, having it in 4K kind of looks a little awkward, but hey, whatever. Alright. Do this. Alright, let me get my 752 in. That one of mine is ready to push back. So now with me having this highlighted, that 752 that I just did, I can clear it to land. And then I can assign my other A319. Get my Sydney out, get it on its way. This system now is a whole lot easier for me to manage. Take a look at that stand. That stand is perfectly fine. I think a lot of my planes are going to go into stands that are perfectly fine. So I need to start landing basically my own airplane, or I need to start landing airliners. All right. And then okay, so this is another stand that I can put something in. Pull my Taipei A320 in. 403 is ready. Okay, so I'll do this. All right, so I got one, two, three planes to land. Going ahead and land my Darwin. And then I'm going to tell my 752 or 757 200 to line up and wait. So I'm not going to accept this little local just because I have 3 contracts open. I am going to wait until I can generate another random player arrival. If I do not get another one of those, then I'll probably end up taking whatever locals here in place of it. All right, we'll push him back. Clear that one to land. That's also another good thing is that all your player planes are now identified with a green stripe. But you can also click on this little thing that says My Airplanes. And basically take care of your entire fleet. So stand 2-7. Let me see where that's at. That's back there in the back. Yeah, I'll put that plane back there. So I'm starting to get backed up on departures again. So we're going to tell it to take off. We're just going to sit here and get our departures out. We're going to tell this one to line up and wait. And the airport lights just came on, which is a new, they basically redone this feature. Alright, let's get the All Nippon out of here real quick. Or the Ibex, I believe is what their new call sign is. Ibex. Alright, so they're all taken care of. Now, I should just take care of some arrivals. Which, like I said, I'm going to take care of my planes real quick. Reason why I take care of my planes also, by the way, because I get more wallers for them. Get more wallers. I think you also get more silver planes, especially with connections that you have to other player airports. So for Nagoya, it's Bangkok and I believe Sydney and maybe Muscat. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Quit my planes of rivals. The other thing is that Nagoya, for whatever reason, you get a ginormous fleet for whatever reason. I didn't see this in other airports. I primarily see it here. Should be able to get one more in. Get my 738 Max 8 in real quick. And we're going to get to this little guy real quick and line him up. Guess that's waste. Or did they poison my water? Here to the sky mark real quick. Line him up. Well, I meant to hit takeoff. Whoops. All right. That's going. He's pulling in. He's taking a sweet old time to get back here to this back stand. And let's try to land some airliners now. I'm at that point where I can start landing the airliners. So this should be ready to handle here in a second. That's a beautiful view of the terminal. And they do a very good, for a mobile game, this is a very good, I would say somewhat pretty good modeling, with exception of like the blocky tires down here, but that is what it is. You can barely see that on the whatchamacallits. Push them back. They're ready. Rewards upgrade. Start the maintenance. Clear Japan air to land. Now let me get another player plane. Oh wait, what? I was about to say, wait a minute, that one's pushing back. Alright, get this one in over here. I mean, if I really wanted to, what I could do is just cancel out every single one of my airplane contracts, start anew, and basically just say, let's just say this terminal right here and this back gate, let's just say these right here were for my fleet only. The only problem is with my fleet, I do have a couple of D planes, so I probably need to be, let's say maybe these 3 gates, and then a whole bunch of holding pads up here. Stand 22. So basically, for my amount of playtime, I'll be honest, a lot of my fleet, if I'm taking a look at where they're not really going that far. I think my furthest one is actually this one. That's in my Embraer 190. Because if I can remember right, I believe OVB is somewhere near Moscow. Go ahead and get my airplanes out. But here's the thing. I started this stream with about maybe, I don't know, 700 silver planes. and I just handled other player planes, the event planes, and my own personal planes. I maybe handle a couple of the airliners, but not many. But this just tells you how much your fleet is actually really worth. And same with the Wallers. And this is like my first handling of a plane in a while. That's an airline and not one of my own. But this is the Nagoya problem. Basically, when you get, I'll be honest, I noticed this problem when I got around like level 30. When you start having too many planes for the amount of stands that you have, and you only have a single runway, I'm going to be honest with you guys, your departures are very, very key. So when I get ready to set up the tower managers and stuff for Nagoya, I'm not turning on delivery, I'm not turning on ground, because I want certain planes to come in. So we see how we have all this that's outstanding. Okay, let's see here. Well, let's take care of a couple of mine real quick. Alright, so this is another one of my planes that can come in. We're going to sit there, tell it to come in. Alright, the one from Sendai is here. Alright, so there's the CRJ I just hit. So I'm going to land from the top to the bottom. Because I just want my planes. And this is my little color scheme. Hide the UI. So he's a couple minutes away from taking off, so we will land another one of my planes. See, and this is why I don't... Okay, so an E-170 and a CRJ-7 exit at two different points, when technically this is Embraer's version of the Canadian regional jet. So I don't understand that. Unless if the CRJ-7 got bumped up to a Class Charlie. I gotta take a look at that. That is actually what might have actually happened. Where are my CRJs at? Thought I had a CRJ in here. Yeah, I did. Okay, so CRJ-9 is Class Bravo. So why is it getting off at the Class Charlie exit? That's kind of weird. You're already taken care of. Get out of here. It's kind of weird. Unless if it's a bug, which it might be. Just might be a bug. So I might have a plane getting ready to push back. Oh. That's strange how they're coming off here. But the E-jets get off here. That's interesting. Push Newski back. I'm making money hand over fist here. Do I have any player planes that can go there? Okay, so I have no player planes. This goes up to a Class C. Let me see. Okay, so that's one of my new ones. Let me go on ahead and just grab the 1 XP for them. I'm waiting for that moment when wait, what's going on here? Pushbacks. Okay. Alright. Let me go on ahead and clear him to land. That's the other thing too, is that your latest contract that you have signed a gate to is going to always be at the top. So what I tend to do, wait, I can land an E-gate at stand 16. Oh. And let me go on ahead and get the Canadians in. Go on ahead and get these guys in. My fleet, claim rewards. And then go here. We'll push them back. Alright. So you see I just cleared this guy for stand 22. So if you want, I hate to say this, but if you want some of your planes to land that have been waiting a while, you have to scroll all the way down. I think your oldest should be at the top and the newest should be at the bottom. You know, something like this. I don't know if I have. No, okay, I don't. But as far as like assigning them gates and stuff, I always work from the top down. Line them up real quick. Let's line up Newski. And like I said, I'm just making money hand over fist at the moment. I'll be honest, I got most of my planes in, so I'm kind of happy at this moment. Where I can get in most of these guys. Alright, so. Do have one. I'm going to tell them to line up. Oh. Yeah, I do have one that I can line. I mean, okay. Yep, makes sense. That makes sense. See, I like how it gives you the actual revenue that this plane makes. So I make almost about 1,700 wallers per trip with this plane. Down to Milan. But I'm actually to the point now where I can turn these guys on. So, want fast landing. We'll do 30 minutes. I do want a 2-to-1 ratio. I prefer my favorite planes. And I prefer an arrival sequence of E, C, D, B, F, A, G. This is my preferred arrival sequence. So let me turn them on. And let me go down here. Speed up departures, 30 minutes, activate, and we are good to go. So now, I'm already going to have departure issues. Are you serious? Okay. This is the other thing about Nagoya that's kind of bleh. Is that you can do a 2-to-1 ratio and basically immediately you'll get a backup. So you gotta kind of do it the other direction. And this is what I always run into. It's so dumb. Alright, so stand 4. Yep, it's full. We'll land the A359er. Got offers somewhere. Oh, generate. Okay. So next attempt, it didn't find me a random player arrival. It says the next attempt in an hour. So, okay, I got 3 contract slots. I'm going to go on ahead and accept this Jetstar Japan. So 2 just got out, so I should be having a landing coming in here in a second. So basically now I'm going to flip in between these 2 primarily. because I technically don't want to be dealing with that departure. That's a big boy. Oh, that's my Canadians. And that is technically the toothpaste livery as well. Well, I think what we dubbed in our Air Canada Virtual Airlines for Flight Simulator, the toothpaste livery. Because at times you look like a thing of Colgate coming through. Oh, I guess I gotta... Let me see what... Is it delivery that does this? Automatically selecting the sound stance. Okay. So, I do technically want ground. Oh, we're going to activate them for 95. Okay. So now... Oh, got a player playing. Oh, wait. He's on the lineup. Alright, so I have stand 306. Yep. Just going ahead and pull him in. Big boy coming in. So right now where we're kind of like low here, we're going to come in here. And we're going to go back up to the 2-to-1. I noticed that 2-to-1 or 1-to-2 is probably like the perfect ratio for Nagoya. I played around with it. And that's why it seems to be the best. Now, for somewhere like Innsbruck, for all those new players out there, if you're going to use a tower manager, I'm going to say this because they move the hold line back a little bit. At Innsbruck, you can't really line up planes, about 2 to 3 deep anymore there. You basically got to turn and burn them. Once you send them for departures, you got to turn and burn. So my suggestion for Innsbruck is, and that was my cat that just hit my mic. What I suggest for Innsbruck is basically a 1-to-5 ratio. So what that means, you're going to have 5 departures for every 1 arrival. And Innsbruck doesn't have that many stands. Now, normally you can keep it on 1-to-1 for airports like Leipzig, Heathrow. If you play Sydney, Muscat, I don't know. I think Prague is 2 runways. Not 100% sure. But I know San Pablo is. Okay, so I don't have anything here, so I can put a plane here and a plane here. So like this right here where we only have 2 planes coming up. Yeah, basically we could back them up all the way to here before we have to flip it around. We could do that, but as soon as I see them getting close to here, this is kind of like my first point of like, hey, I probably need to pay attention. They're gonna be the ratio needs to be flopped. That's what I'm kind of thinking. And that's kind of how I play this airport, is this line right here. Hey, okay, I need to flip it to 1 to 2. And drop some of them out. There's Indonesia. So we got 2 there. I believe they're taxiing in. Yeah. They're going here. So I don't think I have anybody that's ready to push back anytime soon. So I'm going to stay to the 2 to 1 arrival ratio for now. And try to land a couple more of these planes. Hello, Singapore. Alright, so I've been live for about an hour. Everything seems fine, so I'm going to tie the stream account up to it, which is my free-to-play account, which you can send it to that account, or you can send it to this one. It's just be known that I'm basically in Nagoya, Maine. So I'm going to look for contracts from you guys if you want to. Player name, player ID is basically the screen name that I've always gone by, MWCW709. If you guys want to send me some player contracts and stuff, I can send some back. I have no problem canceling any of these out. The one that I might have a problem with are the ones that are saying 2 out of 10. Or that are close to 10s. So, like a max 8, I'll cancel out. The A320 I'll cancel out. The 752 I'll cancel out. The A330-200 I'll cancel out. The A306 I'll cancel out. And send them to you guys. Yes, I know there's Snow White. Leave me alone. Let me see if anything needs... Oh, okay. So there's my 2... There's that arrival and that arrival, so this is my 1 departure. And now you see why I'm saying this line is a pretty good line for testing this ratio. So when you have nobody over there like I do right now, 2-1 for Nagoya is pretty good. But when it starts getting back up over that line, you might want to flip it around the other way where it's 1-2. By the way, a lot of my airline contracts, I can also cancel out at any given time to make room for player contracts. If you guys want to send... I just noticed my jar over here is in the way. Let me do this. Okay, there we go. Basically, if you want to send me, you'll see my name down here in the corner. This is my main account. I have zero issue canceling any of these small planes out. So, I don't have A's, I have B's. I have zero issue canceling any of these guys out. The only ones I might not cancel out are the ones that are close to like 10 and stuff of that nature. But as you can tell, I have a lot of like onesie, twosies, threesies. I have zero issues canceling them out if you guys want to send me some contracts. And then the stream, the free-to-play, which would be me leveling up through all the airports and playing the game how it's meant to be played. On this account, I consider this my whale account, where I do whale a little bit. I'll be honest, there's no problem with whaling a little bit. Speaking of whaling a little bit, where is it? Shop. Probably within a couple hours, I'm going to probably get me some golden airplanes. Reason why I'm going to get a couple golden airplanes is, one, to have some liveries unlocked for some of the planes. I am going to get the Airbus pack just because of what it comes with. It comes with four A320s that I can use at any airport. Comes with 3 306s. It comes with 2 A350 1000 variants. Or 2, excuse me. And then 1 A380. Reason why I'm getting this pack is because I want to see what the A380 or the A350 1000 variant, if I can send planes from Nagoya over to GRU. Because I don't think the 787-10, and or if the 748 can make, 747-800 can make it. I'm not 100% sure. But I think the A380 can. Alright, let's start handling all these. Alright, we had no departures. By the looks of it. Should have a plane coming in. Yep, there we are. I'll be honest, also in Nagoya at this level, you very rarely run into handler issues. And if you do, you did something very, very wrong. I will say that, guys. You did something very, very wrong. Alright, let's see what's going on. I was just checking some stuff on my phone. Let's get that going. Oh, we have an active... Wait, what? Oh. Wait, where are they at? They're on tier 4. Okay. God, this plane's back again. Yeesh. There we are. So... I want to say they came out of that? Okay, so we see this one backing out. So, let's go here. Can't purchase it yet. Now we should be able to purchase it. Alright, that one's upgraded. This plane hasn't come in yet. That's all good. Because now I'm going to put that plane there. And okay, so I don't have anything. Got a bunch of seaplanes. Alright. Well, let's go. Let's roll, boys. Now, this is another thing that I stay away from. Because I don't need these little contracts anymore. I don't need the little small contracts. Or the little small ATRs. I don't need them anymore. The smallest plane that I will handle will be the CRJs and the E-Jets. I'm going to stay on. We'll stay on for like another 15 minutes. All right, freighter, put it in. All right, so stand 1 is available. Okay, so we want to turn that off. We want to go here. We'll come here and buy that as an F stand. Okay, so we notice the queue is getting long again. All right. Like I said, this is my line. I notice that my queue is getting long. But this is the one thing that I do look at. How many E and F class certification planes do I have in this line? I got 1. So if I have 1, I know he's taking that of almost 2 of these guys. And I say almost of 2 of these guys. Whoop, Air Peach. See, there we go. We move up, and here's another big boy coming in. So where did he come in? I don't see anybody here. All right. Oh, that's one of my planes. We're going to go on ahead and land it. On ahead and land, everybody. That's a lot of XP. A lot. Getting ready to get a DHL contract. A 777-200 freighter. Okay. And then another 330-200. 330-300 that I can use at any airport. With a Premium 1 livery. So I'll be honest, this right here might fly out of my LHR to go down to San Pablo. Alright, so none of my planes are landing. Stand 4. Just going ahead and line up Japan Air there. Just going ahead and take care of the E plane real quick. And the C plane. But you see, I just turned on three different tower managers, and I'm almost back up to 1 grand in silver planes. What? Gate 2-3. So I can't wait until they do something with the delivery. Which they already have ways of doing it. But what I would like to see is like, hey, for my airline contracts, let's say I want these, you know, a couple of these gates for international. So let's say I want these 6 for international. Basically, let me assign, I want this, I only want these airlines parking here. Oh, well, there's Japan Air Force again. That sand is ready. Okay, so that would be something I would like to see in future updates. Assigning stands based on the carrier. Because like the Air Peaches, I would probably stick a couple of them right here. Over here I will probably have my fleet. With maybe like the 2 end stands here. For my bigger jets. For my fleet. These 3 right here, I'll probably put for... Actually, I might use those for international. Basically, maybe have Japan Airlines here. All in the pond here. New Ski, Jetstar down here in the holding pads. My little Embraer fleet, which is wherever they are. FDA, which is Fuji Dream. Maybe Fuji Dream takes up, you know, 9 of these stands. You know, like how this is right here. Starflyer is already over here. Just have Starflyer like in these back 5. You know, do that kind of deal. Alright, so, okay, so stand 17's open. So, what we need to do is we need to come in here, find stand 17. Just upgrade it to an E. I don't quite need an F. I have enough F stands. So I might just upgrade these guys to E and call them a day. Need to upgrade that one to an E as well. What? Oh, it already is. It's F. When he backs out, upgrade it to an E. I thought it did that. Did it not go through? What? Whoa. Where the hell did that come from? Huh? Okay, we're seeing this, right? This is a visual bug. I'm gonna just stick him in sand 20. Okay. So it was a visual bug for that plane. You all stick over here because you're Korean Air. Six. Star Flyer in the back. Go ahead and claim that reward. Push him back. My ground controller done. Whoa! Okay, so this is the Nagoya problem. But I do have 3 very large aircrafts in here. But this is where I want to technically, when it gets past that line, I do 3 to 1. So when it gets past this line, this is like the 3 to 1 line. So I'll try to get 3 departures out for every 1 plane that lands right now. Oh, okay. Put you over here and stand 204. There we go. My planes. See? My planes. What are you waiting on? There's my 3rd. So now after this plane goes, I should get 1 landing. I'm still kind of backed up. Oof. Oof. It's just seaplanes galore. Alright. Put you over there. So like when I go and play this on my phone tonight while I'm laying in bed, I'll probably have these tower managers turned up to full force. Push y'all back. Oh, okay. Push them back while we're here. Now, if I'm thinking right, yeah, okay, this gate I need to upgrade to an E stand. Actually, at some point in time, I actually might upgrade to an F stand. But for right now, we're just going to upgrade to an E. I'm fine with this stand being a C stand right now. I am actually perfectly fine with that. Okay, whatever. And like I said, once these do go away, I mean, the new update is actually fine now since 3.0.1 came out. They actually listened to us and actually did what we asked them to do for this anyways. Because that was slightly getting annoying. Not gonna lie, that was getting slightly annoying. Oh, come on. To be honest, bro, I would just save your golden airplanes and not really buy an airport. That's the one mistake I made, and I wish I didn't make it on this account. I would use your golden planes for something like, you know, like liveries and stuff of that nature that can be unlocked across all the airports. And also, oops, wrong one. Going here. Also, you could use them to unlock other planes in here as well. Oops. Let me exit the hangar. Get back out here. Do my job over here. Push back. Oh. Line up. Yes, Tower Sim 3 has gotten a few new airports. I was actually thinking about maybe doing a Tower Sim 3 live stream at some point. I just don't know which airport I want to do. Because I do use that tower companion. So I might do something where Toronto or JFK is actually kind of busy. And I forgot with JFK, they have those carousel taxiways where Bravo goes in one direction and Alpha goes in the other. I noticed that confused the crap out of Chaz. Just trying to get these planes out of here so that way then I can get to the Betty Bye. It's about 1 in the morning here. This is me in a nutshell, just trying to get planes out of here. So stand 8. I don't have 1800 Wallers. Oh well. Just continue to park 738s and A320s in there. That moment that I gotta take care of these planes by myself. Actually, I don't know what there's a use for these anymore are anyways. Other than the premium passes. in liveries and maybe buying a couple of airplanes. But now they got these nice little Boeing and Airbus packages that kind of set your fleet up. I mean, maybe if you want to buy an extra maybe CRJ or something, buy a couple freighter planes. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, time to get some player planes. Time to get some of my planes back in here. They're only going up to Haneda. What is this thing rolling around on? Every now and then it feels like my mouse rolls on a pebble or something. Let's go. This should be it for a minute. Alrighty, guys. I am going to call it once I get this last one out. I don't want it disappearing on my radar for whatever reason. Oh wait, my Jetstar just pulled out. Ah. Okay. Whatever. Whew. Alright, nope, don't need to handle you. Just need clear to land. So basically, one thing that you can do, if you want to try to get most of your planes in, is just go on ahead and do not do any kind of ground handling or anything of that nature. Just let them sit there at the gate and just get all your planes in. Which is something I might end up doing. I say that, I think I have some ground handling going on, but whatever. I think I do. Let me see. Actually, I do not. This is the only plane that I got down on the ground right now. But no, I got that one too. That's waiting. No, that one is... Nope. Okay. That just parked. Alright, so yeah, that's what I'm more likely going to do for like the next 10 to 15 minutes of this stream. Is just start landing a bunch of planes. Actually, I could just do this. Only 35? Yeah. I'll let my approach controller do it. Because technically these timers right here do not start until you assign handling crew. Little trick of the trade. Then that's all my planes that are, I think, waiting for gates. Actually, I probably should have turned up that speed, but whatever. Just come down here and watch them pull off the runway. Okay, whatever. It's... Air went out at the beginning of this episode. Or this stream. Whatever you want to call it. And it's already back. see. Let's go. I'm trying to see how many planes I can get in 10 minutes on the mild setting. Try to fill out this airport. What we got? No player contracts again. That's something I know a lot of players are over and over San Pablo, but good Lord. It's kind of like, please throw me a bone here. Got a minute 45. How many planes we got landed? 1, 2. That don't count because I landed it. 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9. So it was about roughly about 1 every minute on mild. Okay, so or what I think a lot of us would consider regular. Yeah, they were playing. Yeah, yeah. It was about 10. It's about 10 planes for 10 minutes. A plane a minute. That ain't too shabby. It ain't too bad. Alright, guys. I'm going to end the stream here. That was a nice little 2-hour stream. I will see y'all later, and maybe on the free-to-play account. So, Puma, if you're still here, or you see this later on, I am going to do a free-to-play account. And I will show you if I do buy gold planes for that account. I can show you this real quickly. What I would spend them on. First and foremost, the main thing that I would spend them on is the premium pass. Just because each airport gives you a bunch of extra stuff for just playing the game. And you can also recoup some of the gold planes as well. The other thing that I would spend them on... Why do I keep going to the wrong thing? My fleet. So, basically, like, my fleet here is set up. What I would do is just unlock one of these. Oh, that's ugly colors. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. There we go. You know, just unlock one of them. Me personally, I probably would unlock Supreme 1 for this B463. Just because I like the way how this looks. It looks very metallic-like. Now, I might drop the light blue accent on the engines and just put, you know, maybe black there or something. Yeah, black. Or just go all white on the accents. But I like how the black kind of blends in with it. I might just do white just because of the wings are not painted. Which is a shame. But order of operations, definitely the pass first. Then any planes that you want, I would say second. Unless if they are offered in the free pass, so like let's say if I wanted the A330 300 variant. Well, I'm only a couple levels away from unlocking it for all airports. Because it just does not have this only in Nagoya tag on it. And then I am technically one level away once I unlock it, away from unlocking a premium and then the international level of Nagoya. But when they do not have this only in whatever airport you're in tag, they go throughout your entire career. Who is that? I guess it's an osprey. Hey, look, a beluga. You want to talk about an ugly looking plane? There you go. And this is the other reason why you just want to play through the game and not really buy the airports, because you get them for free. You just got to play the game. But, so like for me, like if I was wanting a... let's see if I can find it. Let's say I wanted a F-plane. Okay, I can spend 30 gold coins, 435k of my wallers that I just earn passively for free to unlock this, or the A380. Here's the thing, and this is what kind of devalues these planes. Instead of spending wallers on these planes, and your gold planes as well, don't worry about that. For $17, all of a sudden, I have an A380. Along with the A350 1000, the A306, and the A320. Thanks, have a nice day. Same with the Boeing pack. Hey, look, I get a 748. I get a 787-10. I get the 767-400. And this of course, the 738, which is what they're mainly known for. So, if I buy any of these planes in the F category, it's going to be the freighter variant of the 748. If I do anything in this nature. Unless if one of the airports unlocks this, I'm not sure if one does. If one does, it's probably, I want to say, either Heathrow or Dulles. If I had to take a guess of which one unlocks this. And then the E variants. Same thing again. I basically... Okay, so they have two different variants of the... yeah, they do. I see it's changing here. So it's with the landing gear of the A330-200 variants. And then that's A330 330-200 freighter variant. I don't know why you got double. Like I said, this is the only model. Oh, Pratt and Whitney and GE's. Now I realize what it is. It's the engine variants. Herder. And then the A340. 300 variant. And then the 600 variant, which is what I think most of us know. Because I believe it's Swiss flies this variant. And the A350-900, the A350-1000. They actually have the Antob 22 in here. Interesting. Of course, the 747-400, the 777-200, the 777-300, the 777-200 long range, the 777-200 long range freighter, the 777-300 wide body, and then the 777-300 wide body freighter, the 787-800, 900, and 10, and then the Concorde. Now, I think the Concorde is, I want to say it's unlocked at LHR, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Where is LHR? There it is. Heathrow. Let's go into Heathrow. I have the premium pass active. Let me see. I thought one of these airports gave you a Concorde. That's Etihad. You do lock the A3 380, but it's for LHR. Okay, so yes. So LHR only, you get the Concorde. So I wouldn't even bother buying the Concorde even. Just play the game. If you want to have a fleet, then I would buy one of the packs. Just know that some of these planes are not usable in smaller airports, like Innsbruck, if you're already up there. But anyways, it is time for bed. I'm going to go to bed, guys. I will see y'all later.